My name is Greg, and if there's one thing I'm good at, it's gaming. Okay, maybe I'm not good, but I'm pretty awesome. I spend hours in my room, controller in hand, conquering virtual worlds. It's not just a hobby, it's a passion. It's my escape, my happy place. When I'm gaming, I feel like I can be anyone, do anything. School can be tough, especially with girls and all, and the constant pressure to fit in. But in the gaming world, I'm the king. I have control, I make the rules. Or at least I thought I was. Sometimes even in the gaming world, things don't go as planned. My parents don't really get it. They see it as a waste of time. They keep saying things like, "Go outside, Greg, get some fresh air," or "Get some fresh air." They think I'm missing out on the real world. But why would I do that when I have air conditioning and endless entertainment right here? The virtual world is just as real to me. They just don't understand the thrill of leveling up, the sense of achievement it brings, the adrenaline rush of a close match. It's like being in a high-stakes competition. It's like they're speaking a different language. They don't see the community, the friendships I've built online. To them, it's just a game. To me, it's a world where I belong, a place where I can be myself, where I can connect with others who share my passion. So, yeah, maybe they don't get it, but that's okay because in my world, I'm the hero. Speaking of different languages, girls are a complete mystery to me. It's like they're from another planet, speaking a dialect I can't even begin to decipher. They giggle at inside jokes I don't understand and whisper secrets in the hallways. It's like they have their own secret code, and I'm always left out of the loop. And don't even get me started on trying to talk to them. It's like my brain short-circuits the moment I try to form a coherent sentence. My tongue gets tied in knots and I end up sounding like a complete idiot. I rehearse what to say in my head, but it never comes out right. There's this girl, Holly, in my class. She's not just any girl, she's special. She's smart, funny, and has the prettiest eyes I've ever seen. Her laugh is like music, and I can't help but smile when I hear it. I try to catch her eye in the hallway, maybe even mumble a hello, but she always seems to be looking the other way. It's like she's in her own world, and I'm just a background character. I think I saw her smile at me once, but it could have been my imagination. Sometimes, I wonder if she even knows I exist. But then again, a guy can dream, right? One day, while browsing online, I stumbled upon this website. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. People were sharing their gaming accounts, passwords and all. I couldn't believe my eyes. They had accounts for all my favorite games I could only dream of playing. The thought popped into my head, what if I used one of these accounts? I could finally experience those high-level quests, unlock those rare items. It was tempting, so tempting. But something inside me, a little voice whispered, "Is this really the right thing to do, Greg?" I ignored the voice. I created a fake profile, picked out an account with a super cool username, and logged in. It was amazing. I was unstoppable, racking up points, dominating other players. For a while it felt good, too good. But then it happened. I was in the middle of a game when a message flashed across the screen. It was from the real owner of the account. He was furious. He called me a thief, a liar, a cheat. My heart started pounding in my chest. Then, another message popped up, this time from the game administrators. I had been banned. My stomach dropped. I felt sick. The guilt was crushing. I had betrayed someone's trust, and for what? A few hours of fake glory? It wasn't worth it. I realized then that true satisfaction came from earning your victories, not stealing them. I thought about Holly, about how much I wanted her to like me. But how could I ever expect someone to like me if I was capable of doing something like this? I had let myself down, and I had let my parents down too. That night I couldn't sleep. My mind was racing, filled with regret and guilt over my actions. I kept replaying the events in my head, wondering how I could have let things get so out of hand. I tossed and turned, haunted by what I had done. The weight of my mistakes pressed heavily on my chest, making it hard to breathe. I knew I had to face the consequences, but I was terrified of what that might mean. The next day, I confessed everything to my parents. I told them about the fake profile, the stolen account, and the lies I had told. My voice trembled as I spoke, and I could barely meet their eyes. They were disappointed, of course, but they also understood. They saw the remorse in my eyes, and knew that I was truly sorry. They hugged me and told me that everyone makes mistakes, but it's how we handle them that defines us. They helped me write an apology to the real account owner and to the game administrators. We spent hours crafting the perfect message, one that conveyed my deep regret and my commitment to making amends. I knew I couldn't undo what I had done, but I had to try to make things right. Hitting the send button on that email was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but it was also a step towards redemption. From that day forward, I was a changed gamer. I deleted my fake profile, vowed never to use another person's account again, and started playing fair. It was a promise I made to myself and to those I had wronged. I created a new profile, one that was entirely my own. Starting from scratch was daunting, but it was also liberating. I was determined to earn my achievements honestly, no matter how long it took. It was tough at first, starting from scratch, but it felt good, right? Each victory, no matter how small, felt like a true accomplishment. I was proud of myself for playing fair and for sticking to my principles. I even worked up the courage to talk to Holly, not about gaming, but about a book we were both reading. It was a small step, but it felt like a huge leap for me. I was nervous, but I pushed through the fear. She laughed at my jokes, and for the first time in a long while, I felt a genuine connection with someone. It was a reminder that there was more to life than gaming, and that I could find joy in other places too. Maybe, just maybe, things were looking up. I had a long way to go, but I was on the right path. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful about the future.